What's going on, boys? Welcome back. Another trade recap. We got a little different camera angle here. It'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. The regular webcam that's usually up here. We got Neb Futures in the corner here too, looking hella gay. We're gonna go through the trade we went today. Took today. You guys know the drill. Everything that I was looking at, all that jazz, all that stuff. We're gonna go over it all. So we did end up taking a win. Fortunately enough, we are de-risked for the rest of January because we've been getting raped, as you guys know. Probably shouldn't be saying that on YouTube, but you guys know, right? This is our P&L, monthly P&L. We're down $400. It's not that big of a deal. We'll get it back right within these next 2 weeks. But we're de-risking. Just going back to the basics, we're gonna hit one-to-ones, risk $250, build that shit back up. But all good. Stuff happens. No biggie, right? Anyways, this is the trade. Here's this $769 for all you pocket watchers. Boom. Boom, across 3 accounts, right? So we're going to get into the trade we took today. First things first, right? We do still have this new week opening gap. Very strong draw on liquidity. It's easy to spot that we're probably going to come back up into this, right? Secondly, I told my Discord, not my Discord, sorry, my like little inner circle, if you will, right? We do weekly calls, market breakdown on Sunday. I told them we were going to run this low, we were going to run this low, and we were going to run this low and possibly reverse off of either of these gaps. And look what fucking happened. Your boy's right, right? So if you want to do that, if you want to be in those calls, click the first link down in the description, apply, and we'll get you going there. Anyways, so knew that we were probably going to reverse off of this. Is what I called. It's what I thought was going to happen before the week even started, right? So that ended up happening, right? We got a nice reaction off of this 4-hour. Next thing we do, we hop down here into this 15-minute. And you can see pre-market, we created this nice gap. We created a very, very nice 15-minute gap right here, right? And as you can see, equilibrium is very perfectly aligned with that consequent encroachment of that gap, right? So therefore, beauty, right? I'm loving this, okay? What ends up happening off of market open? Well, we come down, hit this equilibrium value, and we start to see a reaction out of that. We also, at the same time, get a nice little 5-minute SMT. Down to this low right here, I'll show you on ES, boom, up to here, right? Swept that out on NQ, we did not on ES, right? There's further confluence that we're going in that direction. At the same time, right, we have this new week opening gap all the way up here. We have these stacked highs right here. And then also what I wanted to target was this hourly gap right here because we definitely could have reversed off of that, right? We are looking to see us push through this hourly gap. We did get a reaction off of this at the beginning, right? But now we're tapping off of a higher time frame gap, pushing up. Now we could totally react off of this. We don't want to be greedy. We don't want to target anything that, is not for sure going to get hit. So my original draw on liquidity was this high right here. Depending on what happened off of that, we can go up here, right? But if we can take a trade up to this, that's what we're going to want to see. And fortunately enough, that's what ended up happening. That's what we got, right? So this retraced into 15-minute equilibrium, 15-minute fair value gap, 5-minute SMT, right? Was looking absolutely fucking beautiful. And then we just needed our inversion. Back to the upside, that's literally it. We were getting like touched right here. As you can see, there's 0 inversions. I thought we were going to continue to push up off of this and have to enter off of this 2-minute inverse. But thankfully enough, we ended up coming back down, then getting a nice 1-minute inversion, had our stops below here, just targeted this high for a nice little 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. We hit this trade in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Hit this trade in 8 minutes. Did it live on the Discord. If you guys want to join the live calls, click the second link in the description. Go ahead and do that. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory today. I think every single person and their mom took this trade. So not like not a hard trade to spot at all, right? We definitely could have targeted this up here. But like I said, we've been getting bent over in January. So your boy is not going to be targeting something like that. Why is this? Awesome. Your boy's not going to be targeting that because there's no need for me to target that. I'm just sticking to the basics, doing what I need to do, right? That's all we're doing. Anyways, that's the trade from today. One thing I did want to talk about is a lot of time I set a limit order, right, at the inversion. Now, somebody in my Discord was like, damn, I didn't get tagged in for that trade. I set a limit order. The reason I did not set a limit order on this trade was because we pushed so far up above this gap, right? If we push that far and now we are 20 points away from that gap, do you really think that we're probably going to come back down and go back up, right? That's an extra 40 points round trip for us to go down and come back up to where we originally were. We're not going to waste 40 points just to retest that gap if we're already this far away, right? So therefore I entered here. Better safe than sorry, right? This looked like a really good trade. I wanted to get in it regardless, okay? Some trades I will say, I don't necessarily like this. I want to get in on a limit order, right? If I'm going to take this trade, I want it to be worth my risk, right? So a limit order will have me better risk, better profits, right? So that's why I do that sometimes, just to risk less and get more. But in a situation like this where we have a nice V-shaped recovery and a continued push back to the upside, not something that I'm going to want to take a limit order on. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Anyways, that's the trade from today. Hopefully, we do not push all the way up into this new week opening gap, because I would like to be able to target that for longs tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. No clue. Hopefully, we consolidate for the rest of the day, but it's still not even 11 yet, right? So we very well could push up into there. Hopefully, we don't. But that's the trade from today. I hope you took this, bro. This is clear as day. And yeah, I mean, if you want to learn how to trade like this, if you guys are stuck at a point in your trading career where you don't know what the F you're doing, click the first link in the description. Apply to work with me one-on-one. That being said, that's going to be it. I'll catch you boys tomorrow. If I trade right, you know the drill. All right, peace.